Bevor wir jetzt gleich zum Interview mit Ori Cosplay kommen, nochmal vielen Dank an 500 Abonnenten, knapp 100.000 Views. Echt, ist jetzt wirklich cool. Also ich hätte mir 2013, als wir damals angefangen haben, nie gedacht, dass wir mal so weit kommen. Also nochmal vielen Dank dafür. Und jetzt will ich heute nicht länger aufhalten und viel Spaß mit dem Interview. Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Of course, I can always talk about myself. It's a given. It goes with being an egomaniac. I'm Ori Cosplay. I come from Serbia. I'm a cosplayer of Greek, Japanese descendants, and with a contract in USA. Mm-hmm. So I'm basically all around the world. So people usually represent me as either American or Serbian cosplayer, but with everything that I did, yeah, pretty much all around the world. And I'm hoping to be pretty much all around the universe one day. Mm-hmm. Who knows? All jokes aside, I'm still considering myself kind of a cosplay child, mm-hmm. because I'm, even though I'm 37, I've been in cosplay community for only 3 years. I'm a late bloomer, and I got into the cosplay community by sheer accident. Mm-hmm. I was asked to do belts for 3DMG for Attack on Titan costumes, mm-hmm. and I liked those designs so much that I had to take one photo of myself wearing only those. Mm-hmm. Like it was a very sexy photo. Turns out that photo got viral. It went all around the world like three or four times. It was reported on Kotaku, on Japan 24, on Rocket 24, on all major geek and anime networks. And people were going insane, oh, this cosplay artist from Serbia, this cosplayer from Serbia, this professional cosplay from Serbia, and I'm thinking I don't even have a costume. So that's when I actually decided to make a costume, and that's how it started. Now I have more costumes than I have my clothes. Mm-hmm. So at one day you're just going to see me walking like this in the street because I will have no clothes of my own.
There's nothing against it. I mean, you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
So it's already the third day of YuniCon already. Yeah. So how do you like it so far?
It's way different than what I got accustomed to conventions all around the world. Mm-hmm. It's far more familiar. Mm-hmm. It plays with some of the strongest feats of every cosplay community, of every geek community, of every anime fest, because it actually works a lot on covering all grounds. Mm-hmm. Like we have cosplay contest, but also we as cosplay guests, we got kind of medals that we get to our favorite cosplayers. Mm-hmm. So, it's kind of giving them, just yesterday I made a girl cry. I mean, cry happy. I didn't want to, didn't mean it like I made her cry. No, I made her cry happy tears because she got a medal of honor for her Esmeralda cosplay from me. Esmeralda is my favorite Disney princess, and I actually have a cosplay that I made of genderbend Esmeralda. So it was just like an obvious choice for me, and she looked amazing. I loved the positive energy, very laid back. Usually in Austrian cons, it's very strict to the rule, very strict schedule. Everything is done by the minute. Everyone knows every rule at any given heartbeat. But here it's just a meetup with friends, mm-hmm. with casual, in more casual way, meeting people with, let's just hang around together, let's just take some photos, let's just take selfies and post idiotic stuff on Instagram stories. It's perfectly fine. Don't check our Instagram stories. I'm just kidding, check our Instagram stories. Please, follow me as well.
Where can we find you on the internet?
On internet, if you're looking for me from desktop computers, I just have a new update on oricosplay.com, mm-hmm. www.oricosplay.com, and Facebook, of course, Ori Cosplay International, and Instagram that actually uses my own first name, last name. It's Bina Umovsky, but. Mm-hmm. If you search Ori Cosplay International, you will find me.
I'm sure. So, what's your favorite aspect about cosplaying?
Of meeting people. It was always my favorite. I always thought it was going to be like a role play. I always thought it was going to be like making costumes, designing them. That's all fun and games. But the moment you got into the convention, you hear people screaming about your costume or just recognizing you from their favorite show or you portraying their favorite character. That is what it's all about. You know, that sense of unity, that sense of community. We don't have to know each other, but if we like the same thing and we can scream ourselves happy with that thing that we cherish and love, it's the best part of any geek community actually. Like just yesterday I was running around the convention after 2 Metaton cosplayers from Undertale, and for like 10 minutes I was speaking to these 2 girls that I never met in my life before, and we were speaking like we were really old friends, like we know each other for such a long time because we both know Undertale and we both love Undertale and we're showing appreciation for it. That's still my favorite part of any cosplay convention or any anime convention, any geek convention in general.
So after all, I think you liked YuniCon.
Oh yes, very much.
Will you come back next year?
Yeah, just invite me again. Yes. Yes, I always say there are no cons that are below my level. If I want to meet fans, if I want to meet people that are supporting me through my work in cosplay, I want to be everywhere at the same time. Oh, I just realized I actually want to become a god. So maybe next cosplay?
I mean, you're close enough. I mean, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind and very smooth. Cosplay community did have kind of a negative shift this year. Earlier this year, we faced a lot of drama. We faced a lot of calling out on the internet. We faced a lot of people just, showing unappreciation or appreciation for some aspects of cosplaying that shouldn't be accepted worldwide. Unfortunately, they still are, and we're still working within the community to make things understandable and to make everything better, and hopefully we will. I mean, we're in a good road. For example, one of my partners right here from Austria, Nana Koronuma, and I are actually working on changing the face of, the popular cosplay. Because people always think like popular cosplay is just people taking their clothes off in front of the camera. Yes, I'm taking off my parts of costume in front of the camera, but I still have all of my parts. That's the thing. Like, I still have to have the skill to become the character with or without the clothes. So we're kind of, doing our thing into trying to make that aspect of cosplay accepted. I'm also working on promoting more black community in cosplay, because I'm tired of hearing like, oh, that's such a nice black Wonder Woman. That's such a cool black Batman. No, they're not black or white Batman, Wonder Woman, etc. They're Batman or Wonder Woman or or whoever they want to be. That's the point of cosplay. Because when I wear my Esmeralda, that is one of the reasons why I made it. No one tells like, oh look, it's white Esmeralda. It's a non-Romani Esmeralda. No, they say it's Esmeralda. So for me, because I'm white, it's okay. But if a black person would wear it, it would be like, oh look, it's a black Esmeralda.
Why?
Like, why?
Yeah.
It's still Esmeralda. It's just Esmeralda. So that's basically the new shift that we're trying to do within the cosplay community, and I'm sure hoping that we will be able to push it through and to get into this new level that will be like worldwide acceptance.
I mean, it's a really long road.
Oh yeah, but I'm willing to fight it. I mean, other people fought for my rights when I didn't even know that I will need them, and now it's my turn to give back to the community.
That's great, really. So there was also a discussion at the Q&A panel about stuff like that.
Oh, about dramas?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. That's a nice way to say what I wanted to say. Like, I'm not going to say it with I. Just shoot. There was a lot of discussion. Like, as I said, I like to present a fantasy. for example. It comes from my own age, because as I was growing up, all of my favorite characters and all of my favorite superstars all around the world were presenting a fantasy. I didn't get social networks. I didn't get insight into their own private lives. So all I got to know was all I got to see, the finished product, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Even though I'm getting a lot of flack for it, because if I'm just showing a finished product, one can easily say like, oh, he didn't make any of that costume. I mean, even if I didn't, it's still okay. I'm still cosplaying. So, but the thing is, like, when you get to some level of popularity, when you get to highlight other conventions, when you get to travel around the world, you also get the other side of the medal, and that's people who don't actually like seeing you in particular there. But it's not about you. In the end, it's not about you. It's about anyone who would be on that spot.
Yeah.
Like, any other person could stand right there and they would get just the same amount of hate or misbehave. Within my community, it became extremely toxic at one point, where my company, that's not even listed on my social networks, the company that I worked at, started receiving emails with threats about me, emails with some rumors about me, trying to sexually harass other people, or trying to what was it? What was it more like? There was one of the emails talking about a porn video that I made. Which, even if I did, who cares?
I mean, send us the money. I mean, when it's a porn.
I mean, if you want to, we can talk money. And jokes aside, and there was, of course, this part where people would just go and send like horrible things towards my parents, towards my family, which, my family, my work, my private life is not in spotlight. I am. If you need to attack me. But sometimes, it's a community itself needs to filter out by doing stuff like that. I am blessed to say that I was able to avert every crisis and to, do the explanation myself. But some other people might not be that lucky. So it's best if I give it any spotlight, so people can understand the risks of, getting into the fame of cosplay.
Do you have any sort of reasoning why this toxic behavior actually became a thing?
Wait! I have to I have to do it in a very, very flamboyant way, because it's the only way to do it.
It's the only way to do it. So okay.
It's like literally, it's envy, honey. No, just kidding. It could be stemming from envy. It could be stemming from some, bad personal relationships from before. It doesn't necessarily have to be, related to cosplay directly. Someone might have bad feelings about me. Maybe I did something wrong to them before, and they think they could, just jump in and use the opportunity to swipe at me. Which, okay, we're all human. We all made mistakes. The thing is that the moment you get to understand why someone did a mistake, and then forgive them for that mistake, is the moment you start to grow. Because if you don't grow, you have absolutely no space in this community.
Do you have any tips for new starters in the cosplay community?
Don't listen to anyone saying you can't do it. You can. You will always be the best version of your own cosplay. This is the best Stranduil there is that I can put out. This is my best Stranduil. Tomorrow, when I update it, it will be a new best Stranduil. You will always be the best cosplay that you have. That's pretty much it. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. You can.
The next question is, do you work out? And if you do, what kind of workout do you do?
Oh Jesus, I lift a spoon and a fork every day. I'm a terrible couch potato. Yes, I do work out, but I'm so lazy. Like, I have my closest friends and my photographers always giving me shit about it. Always. oops, bleep, always telling me that I should work out, that I should avoid candy, that I should I'm a horrible couch potato. If you let me on my own for a week, I would probably just eat all the sweets, eat all the snacks, drink all the horrible, like Coca-Cola and well, we don't say any brand, sorry.
No.
We'll just drink. I would just drink sodas and all that terrible stuff that doesn't help you at all. And I would play Lego games because those are my favorites. I actually just finished Lego The Hobbit, obviously. And the thing is, yes, I do have a workout because I've been a dancer for 20-something years. But if I didn't have dance, I think I wouldn't have any workout at all because I hate gyms. I don't like them at all. Like, I know there are some cosplayers who are making amazing progress in gyms, like Leo Bain, like Guts Cosplay, Nana Kuronoma. They all look flawless.
They do.
They do. They're so. I just want to leech on them and suck out their youth and beauty out of them. Like,
they might even make you question your own sexuality sometimes.
oh yeah. You mean the three of them? Oh yes, yes. I mean every cosplayer that takes care of their body is just like, oh goddamn.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I said, check out our stories. Check out our stories. You want to see that, especially Guts from this morning. Have you seen Guts?
Not yet, but
You'll
sure
know what I'm talking about. I was just like, I never hit screen recording that fast in my entire life.
Then, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I hope we'll see you around next time.
I'm hoping as well. Invite me to your cons.
Das war's jetzt auch schon wieder mit dem Interview mit Ori Cosplay. Wir sehen uns dieses Wochenende auf der YuniCon zum CMV-Dreh und wenn nicht, dann im nächsten Video. Bye bye!